Here to play some Motor Raid here at the Club Sega in Theater Square. I did a tiny preview of this in one of my earlier videos, but it was too loud, so we're going to do a separate sort of research stream. 100 yen per play. If I'll play this. Yeah, I got a little bit of money from the thugs who tried to beat me up outside the arcade. So hey, let's spend that money we just stole. I'm playing some Motor Raid. This is like F-Zero with... It's F-Zero meets Road Rage, I guess. Doesn't seem that sophisticated, but 60 frames per second looks pretty good for a late 90s arcade game. This looks like a game that might have come out in like 1997, I want to say, but I don't see a copyright on here. View controls. Break. Don't be absurd. Let's see. Kick, punch. Again, what's the difference between kicking and punching? I have no idea. But I want to say this game also had it had some kind of a cabinet, like a motorcycle cabinet, I want to say, like you just saw on the arcade arena we just walked into. So it's obviously it's not a sit-down game, and what are you going to do? Who did I use last time? I think I used what's-her-name last time. Someone with a lot of grip. Yeah, Robin. She had a lot of grip. Doesn't attack very strong. But why does her attack need to be that strong? I mean, doesn't everyone go down in 2 hits anyway? Well, we'll find out, won't we? We'll do a practice. So we'll sample, we'll see what's available right away. I did the training course last time, so let's do this one instead. 3, 4, 5. Whoops, running out of time. We're going to Edo. Okay, so accelerate. Let me just mention this. Accelerate with R2. Press it twice to boost. I think there's a boost meter that fills up over time. Kicking and punching is if I need to do. I mean, again, what's the difference? I don't know. Punching is basically using your javelin of sorts. You know, your dual wielded your dual lightsaber. Yeah, got to actually beat him up. There we go. Okay, I lost my armor, so that's what's going on. So that's probably where the strength comes in. Whoops. At full turbo. There we go. We'll just use that. I need to use on a straightaway, though. There's a radar on the left side of the screen, so that shows how close the other bikes are to me. Got him. I can kick with the triangle button. Again, I don't see what the difference is. Okay, did I just do a stunt? I think I kicked in the air. That's probably why I did that stunt. I'm not in first place. I'm not going to use the brakes. I'm just going to let off the accelerator. I mean, if there's a drift mechanic, I don't know what it is. They have combos in this game. The guy's got scissors, like that chick from Kill la Kill. Well, that's probably what's going on. Depending on what character you use, you might have a different weapon, I guess. We're on the second lap, and I'm in 8th place? Really? When did this happen? Yeah, I got to use that turbo. I have to use that in a second. There's no map that shows you the entire track. Okay, I'm in 4th place now. Now look at me go. Okay, I gotta build up that turbo meter. Sit. Okay, I'm in 1st place now. Holla. There'll be some rubber banding AI going on. I'm not letting off the... I drifted through that turn by just holding down the accelerator button. I'm not using the brake at all. Excuse the last of my turbo. Yeah, the final lap. Got him. Try to pass me, son. Gotta save my turbo for the home stretch in case I have to pass somebody at the last minute. Careful. Okay, turbo. I got this. That's a checkpoint. Checkpoint. Sit. Rubber banding AI. So you press the kick button to do a stunt. Do I get points for that? Last checkpoint, right? Time extension. Yeah. This game seems fine, but it's no F-Zero X. Use the last bit of turbo to get to the finish line, and I'm good. I got a better time anyway. Double S. So really, I didn't break at all. I'm just... Maybe on this track you don't need to. Maybe on some of the other tracks you do. I get me and my Canada bike. Holla. Of course, you have a replay system, because why not? So it was just one practice track, and the game's over. Okay. Did I miss a button? I wonder if they would ever get DOA into these games. I doubt it. It was on the Model 2 board like this game probably was. Yeah, this is a Model 2 game, I want to say. Because Virtua Fighter 2 is a Model 2 game, if I'm not mistaken. And I forget, did Naomi come out after the Model 2 board, or is that synonymous with the Model 2 board? I don't know. But I want to say that Virtua Racing and... What was it? I want to say that Virtua Racing and Virtua Fighter 1 were on Model 1. I'll double check. I mean, I could go online, but why should I stop playing just so I can go online to check some otherwise irrelevant statistic that I can just put in the description? Right? This game's got a clean look, just that the low polygon count means the models don't look great. But I think F-Zero GX on the GameCube, which I think was actually an arcade game as well, right? GX. I want to say GX was an arcade game. But that game might be a reasonable compromise. Like a lot of GameCube games, you know, they weren't low polygon games. They were moderate polygon games with a high frame rate. You know? So F-Zero GX. Not Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 would look good enough, but how to play? Yeah, we don't have bike controls. We have no idea. And I can't read Japanese. I didn't even bother to convert this to English. Thanks. Thanks, Sega. Why would they not even bother to convert this to... Well, I guess it's a Japanese arcade. What would it be? You know... And I guess if you aren't literate in English, would you be able to understand what the words "how to play" mean if you lived in Japan? Would you even know what turbo meant? Well, I guess you would know what credit meant. I have no idea what that sentence was. Something about reptiles, I guess. Well, let's go to IO this time. I don't need that much grip, do I? There's only 4 people to choose from. Whoops! This guy does not have good grip. This guy's like the princess in Mario Kart. Yeah, rotate your bike to choose a course. Yeah, you gotta wiggle your rear. You see the bike on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen? Let's go to this one next. Let's have a few more turns. So I probably shouldn't have chosen a person with terrible grip for this course. Yeah. So this person's like the princess and Yoshi in Mario Kart. So, not great grip, but very good acceleration. So when he comes out of turns, he gets back up to speed pretty quickly. Yeah, I think if you did a remaster of this in the GameCube, I think it would look fine. Yeah, I think if you compare this to something like Red Out, I'd rather play this than Red Out, because I can't even beat the first level in Red Out. So I pressed the punch button. You had to do that little stunt while I'm in the air. That's cute. Again, I don't know if you get a speed boost for doing that. I don't know if you get more points for doing that. I forgot to use the turbo button. I want to use these eventually. Someone's in a critical mode. Is that me? Yeah, do I have a health meter? I can't see it. I think it's those plus signs underneath my turbo meter on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Those plus signs might be my damage meter. I'm not sure. Don't jump. Whoa! I guess I can't leave the track. I might not be able to leave the track. Might be a good thing. Yep. No popping though. Looks pretty good. I want to say Virtual Racing and popping. Whoop! Whoop! Okay, I don't see what my health meter is. I lost my item. So I lost my scythe. My death scythe. Knock him against the wall, dude. There you go. And I got my scythe back. My long scythe. Again, what's the point of kicking? And I guess that circle around my icon on the map, whoops, tells me if I'm within range. I did the stunt while I was jumping back on my bike. There's that. I wonder if I lose points by dying, like losing my character. Because I got knocked off my bike for a second there. I'm probably just getting slowed down just a little bit. Checkpoint. Okay, I don't need more turbo. This is the last lap though, so I have to keep that in mind. So I guess this video is just going to be about the practice courses. You have to let off the accelerator to get past that turn. It might not even matter. Yep, there was my stun. I did my stun. I don't know what it did. Does it give me more? Maybe it gives me more turbo. I'm not sure. I have a bit more turbo now. So let's use it. I head for the checkpoint. Careful. I'm second place. Wow. Kind of sloppy, but I still came in second place. And why do I need a scythe if I have claws? I got the Wolverine claws. Why do I even need a scythe? I guess it gives me a bit more range. So there's that. That's another practice mode, I guess. So I guess practice mode lets you do one track. Let me move backspace here. There we go. See? That's what I do. What? So I guess high scores are pretty easy. The default high scores are pretty easy to beat. But I'm pretty sure I could have shaved 20 seconds off of that if I didn't crash so many times. Okay, grip. I want someone with grip. Guns. Attack, acceleration, grip. There's no top speed. So I guess I'm using Robin. Now, this guy's fine, right? This guy's average in everything. Practice. So one more practice track, huh? We have two more. Bowel. I don't know if I want to go to Bowel. That doesn't sound like a very pleasant place to be. I don't even know this dude's name. I wasn't even paying attention. This guy's got a hammer. We'll just call him MC Hammer. Vanilla Ice Hammer. Yeah, crap. Okay. That's not clipping, technically. I guess the hit detection is reasonably good. Yep, there was my boost. Yeah, that was my stun. And now I'm in turbo mode. I probably shouldn't have done with the turn coming up, but there we go. So that means I'm automatically attacking at full speed. Like, I go a little bit faster, and I'm just waving around my sword like an idiot. Try to get past me, son. Yeah, I got him. Shit. Okay, we're good. Someone's coming up on my side. Yeah, he bumped me. Okay, I'm in fourth place now. Stunt. So I guess the stunt gave me a little bit more turbo, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I was already using in turbo mode. I don't even know what purpose that serves. There's a bobsled. It's a terrible idea to drive these bikes on a glacier. Whoops! I'm out. I lost my hammer. That's what happened. I lost my hammer. 2 stunts. Again, what's the point of doing stunts? Sit. Ow! So I guess I need to get my thing. So I need to kill somebody to get my weapon back. Yeah, that looks weird. A little bit of a camera problem, it looks like. Third place. Look at everyone's like in a clump. Like 5 people all clumped together. Weird. Got my hammer back. There we go. 5 dudes, 5-hit combo. I'm in second place. Use that turbo in case anyone tries to get close to me. We got one more lap though. I didn't do the stunt there. Yeah, a final lap. Looks like I'm riding the Jupiter cycle. Full turbo. Let's do it. I can do it one more time before the end of the race, apparently. I'm in first place. Holla. I'm not even using my brakes on this ice. I'm not using my brakes at all. It's weird. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any turbo by doing stunts in the air. And how did that dude just pass me? Maybe he had some turbo built up. I'm not using brakes. I don't need to use brakes. We're gonna come in second place at least. I'm in third place now. Okay, someone's coming up on the side of me. I'm gonna use up the rest of my turbo. I can't use it yet. Whoops! Lost my hammer. I can't have to use my turbo now. I'm in fourth place, dude. Sit. Got my hammer back. Ah, crap! Lost my hammer again. I got the battle axe, not a hammer. Use the rest of my turbo now. Come on, third place. Crap. Fine. I got one more. I gotta go to the bow to finish up this video. So one more practice race. Yeah, this game seems all right, but I mean, maybe I have to go to the championship mode instead. I mean, yeah, the frame rate's fine. It's just, you know, the AI is not that great, and again, the physics aren't that challenging. It's just, you know, hold down just accelerate. I guess it's like if you want to do better, you have to brake, or maybe there's some drifting mechanic. I don't know. But this just feels like I'm holding down the accelerator and just, you know, speeding my way through every turn. That's not all that exciting. I mean, yeah, again, the frame rate's good, but, you know, the combat's not that challenging. I mean, they're just kind of, I mean, it's easier to attack enemies here than in F-Zero, but in F-Zero, there's a risk-reward system. Like, in F-Zero, or in F-Zero X, if you attack somebody, you're taking a risk that you're going to spin out, or you're going to lose a lot more speed if you attack someone in F-Zero X, because you have to do a bump, or you have to do a spinning attack. And if you use that spin attack, you're gonna lose a lot of speed doing that. Unless you're cheating with snaking, I guess. I guess if you snake to cheat. Yeah, Galen, and we're gonna use grip. We're gonna get that extra grip for Witch Hunter Robin here. Okay, practice. I guess the championship mode is just all 5 tracks, I guess. So we're going to the bow. Yeah, like I said, we're going to the bows. So we got a case of the runs. Let's do this. See, I mean, maybe there's like, is there like a Mario Kart, you know, boost that's based on timing or something? I mean, it's an arcade game. It doesn't have to have a lot of nuance, but, and of course you have that big fancy bike you can sit on while you're racing, so it's a bit more immersive in that sense. But I'm playing this with a gamepad. I mean, it's only going to be so immersive, really. I'll catch up, don't worry. I got 3 laps to catch up. I'm pretty sure I will. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not even using the brakes. I don't think I've used the brakes once in this entire game. I've been playing it for about an hour so far. Not just in this video, but in my previous video. So the fact that I'm not even using brakes is kind of absurd. That's actually one of the, I remember I was just playing a Ride 3 just a few days ago, and I'm like, I can't even make a turn in that game. That's a simulator, so that's expected. But yeah, Ride 3 was a game where it's like, yeah, not only do you need to lay off the brakes, it's like a Project Cars, in the sense that it's a very technical game. Like, you will spin out on every turn if you don't hit those brakes properly, if you don't slow down before you hit those turns. The game tells you the line you have to stick close to, the optimal line. But if you don't stick to that line and work on your technique, you're not going to make a single turn. But in this game, it's like, well, it's too much in the other direction. It's like you're just holding down the button, but you're not really using any finesse to get through these turns, really. Maybe you let off the accelerator once in a while. And again, there's no map of the track, so you just have to kind of memorize the layout, which I guess is kind of old school. Not a lot of racing games have maps of the track, but this game gives you a radar at least, so you know where the enemies are. But personally, I don't really need to know where the enemies are. I need to know where I need to know like where I am on the track and what turns are coming up. So eventually, I'll learn, you know, when to use my turbo. Because I'm not going to use my turbo if there's going to be a big turn coming up. But again, it's sort of old school. You have to like memorize the layout of the track because the maps aren't there to help you out. I mean, I can memorize the layout of a Mario Kart track. You still had the map on there. Well, at least in one-player mode. So in Mario Kart, the idea was that you could learn what the layout of the tracks was because you had the map to help you learn, but eventually you just figured it out because you raced on the tracks enough. I want to see F-Zero had... Whoops! Lost my Smash Nail. My Tekka Man blade. My Tekka Man lance. Crap. There's my turbo. Probably shouldn't have used that, but here we are. On the final laps, I guess I might as well use it. Yeah, I'm going to run out of time. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I don't have any turbo. I ran out of time. Crap. So what happened there? Japanese, apparently. I need to get Tim Rogers to teach me Japanese. Over at Kotaku. Yeah, what character is that? Is that a sa? Is that a she? Or is that a su? I have no idea what symbol that is. So I'd have to learn... Like, I know all the symbols of I know the Japanese phonics. I just don't know what any of the symbols mean. I mean, I guess I could learn. I'm trying to figure out what game I should play just to kind of practice, because I have that Sega Genesis Mini. I can switch between Japanese and English. I wonder if I can learn it that way. But again, I'd have to learn the Japanese phonetics for all the symbols, and that would take me too long. So I hosed myself. But I did all the practice courses, so there's that. And why is the camera zooming in on a barren mountain? You know what I mean? 1997. Okay, so this was I want to say this was before Harriers, that Space Harrier sequel, that polygonal Space Harrier sequel. So you attack people. That's great. But again, the game isn't... I mean, if I could read Japanese, would the game explain the difference between punching and kicking? And you press the button... That's what the 2 means. You press the button... You hold down the button twice to get turbo. And I guess turbo just builds up over time. But the game is not going to explain lock-on. Oh, you can throw your weapon at somebody. Okay. But if I could read Japanese, I would be able to understand what that means. And when you kill an enemy... Yeah, again, when you kill an enemy, you get your weapon back. Here's the problem. So you can throw your weapon at an enemy to hit them from a distance. You lose a weapon if you take too much damage. But if you kill an enemy, or if you dismount an enemy, you get your weapon back. And the game had this really long, paragraph-long introduction to the lore of Motor Raid, and it went by so fast I didn't get a chance to read it. So all I could see was a picture of a iguana and a few oblique references to the future or something. So I think we're done.